Hi Shayla, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm glad you came back. Last week, I know that we talked about a lot of the interactions you had with your roommates, your parents. I'm just wondering, how was that for you, reflecting on it?
I mean, it was okay. It kind of brought back a lot of memories that I started thinking about once I left here. That kind of like put everything in perspective for me.
So I hear you say that you have a lot of memories that came up. What kind of memories would those be?
I guess just from my childhood, like coaches and parents and teachers being really critical towards me.
Can you give me a specific example of a moment?
I guess when I would get bad grades, my teachers would be really mean about it, and then it would make my parents be mean because they would talk to my parents about it.
Now, when you say mean, do you mean that they verbally talk down to you? What do you mean?
Kind of, they would always say, like, you can do better than this, like, we expect more from you, when I still felt like I was trying my best.
Did you ever vocalize that to them? Like, tell them, hey, I think I'm trying my best?
I don't think so.
Oh. Now hearing that, and I know personally, I think I'd be very angry. How were you feeling after being told that you weren't trying?
I mean, I think it was always something I kind of just dealt with and got used to, but now that I continue dealing with it into school now, I think it's starting to bother me more.
Do you feel like that's something looking at, having to deal with it, as you said, going through life, is that something you think you should have to be feeling? Like that you have to deal with those issues? Like deal with just having to feel that way?
I mean, I don't think so, because now that I remember, the teachers wouldn't always treat me the way they were treating the other students. So it kind of made me think, like, is it just because I'm getting bad grades, or is it because they don't like me? Like, why aren't they treating me the same as they're treating the other students?
In what ways were they treating you different overall?
Just like how they would react towards my grades, or if I'm paying attention in class or not. I feel like they were tougher on me than the other kids.
Tougher verbally, as in telling you that you're not trying hard enough, or?
Yeah, and like telling me like to stay after class and study more, but kids getting the same grades as me wouldn't be doing that.
Now looking at it through, we're talking about school, how is it for you when you're looking at yourself, hearing those things? Do you ever get down on yourself and maybe start believing?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I just feel like it would be good to like hear something good every once in a while rather than negative.
What kind of things do you tell yourself?
I mean, when I hear bad things from my peers, I wonder why I'm still here and if I should be here.
I just want to make sure, when you say still here, do you mean in school?
Yeah,
Okay.
in my grad program.
Okay. With your own mental thoughts, have you ever said, I think I'm trying my best? Have you ever tried a positive thought towards yourself?
I mean, I do think I'm trying my best, but I still always feel like my best isn't good enough for everyone.
So what I'm hearing is, in the moment, maybe some negative thoughts, more, self-doubt, right? What do you think could come out of trying to say a positive thought in the moment?
I don't know.
It's fair. It's fair. Have you vocalized, have you ever talked to your parents about maybe asking them for more support, asking them, can you maybe give me some more positive feedback? Like, have you ever talked to them about it?
Kind of in a way, but I feel like it's just their personality, and their personality isn't going to change, so.
How is that to you? How does that feel?
I mean, everyone's different. I can't be mad at them for the way they are and the way they choose to show their emotions.
'Cause I would be frustrated if someone didn't want to change. Someone so supportive, or supposed to be supportive in my life. I'd be frustrated to feel kind of like, not worthy of that change.
I mean, I get frustrated, but I don't think it's like personal. They're the same way towards all the siblings, so.
So at least there's, for you, I'm hearing like, because there's consistency with everyone, it makes it kind of normal.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm right. Have you ever had issues when it came to dealing with those critiques, and how you did other task-oriented things? Do you ever feel yourself over-critiquing, like maybe even just how you brush your teeth, or something as simple as that? Do you ever find yourself
Well,
critiquing?
not that simple,
No.
but I've always like just found myself to be average in like every aspect of my life.
What's average to you?
Just like not terrible, but not great. Like I feel like most of the time I'm like just getting by.
So I'm hearing that, not great, but not bad, did you say? Or
Yeah, like my grades will be like C's or B's, but they'll never be like failing or an A.
Looking more away from the grades, but towards yourself, I correct me if I'm wrong, I heard you just kind of call yourself, though, not the grades, but yourself and how you look at yourself is not great or bad. It's more of this average. Has that ever brought harsh thoughts, though, if you don't feel you're as like great to yourself?
Yeah, I guess so. I always think to myself that I'll never be as good as everyone else.
What do you think the importance is to be greater or better than everyone else?
Well, I think if I got better grades or if I acted better in my grad program, that I would be more likely to get positive feedback.
So I'm hearing that a lot of that positive regard is missing, and that's what you're really striving for. When it comes to how things are like completed, even like daily chores, do you ever find yourself overly fixated on getting a compliment on them, or like getting good feedback on those? Like, let's say I'm to ask you to mow the yard. Do you ever wonder, like, sit there and really worry about if they'll give you good feedback from that?
I mean, maybe, but I don't expect it just because I've never gotten it. So I guess I feel like it's like out of reach. It's not really something to strive for.
Kind of like it hasn't been there, so why worry about it? Kind
Yeah.
of thing? Okay. To me, that seems like a lot of almost like a selfless. Oh, it's kind of like giving up. And if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you kind of gave up on the idea of being able to hear positive feedback from parents if you feel like it's no longer there. What do you think are some things that you could do to maybe gain that back if you could?
I don't know, I guess I would have to talk to them and tell them that that's what I'm looking for, because I feel like if I don't voice that, I'll never get it, just because their personalities are so strong in one direction that if I continually just like try to get that, they won't give it to me just because they never have, and they won't know that that's what I want.
What would that conversation look like, do you think?
I don't know, it's kind of tough to think about.
What kind of feelings do you think you would want to express to them? If you could just say the direct feeling, you don't have to put into a full sense of how you would say it, but what are the feelings in general, like sad, happy?
I guess sad, or just like not good enough.
Wow. That's a serious word, not good enough. I don't know if I would feel